How's it going? Welcome to Drawing with creator Samuel Vera. In this episode, we're going to be illustrating Samurai Doodie. And if you've read the book, There's Nail in My Toilet, you'll know that the alien, the main character, Doodie, he takes on a lot of different forms through his imagination. And so one of the characters, or one of the forms he embodies, is the samurai. And this happens when he gets attacked by ants, and he's trying to get the ants off his body. He runs into a tree and he collapses, basically knocking himself out. And so he's in a dream state, and in the dream state the ants are ninja and he becomes a samurai. So in his dream state he defeats the ants, but in reality the ants whoop his behind. So which creates some great comedy. So this piece here is Samurai Doodie, and this actual pose and design was inspired by a pretty talented artist, Daphne Lage. She actually designed one of the trading card pieces for the There's Nail in My Toilet trading card series. The first volume was already out and available. So I really like the pose that she selected for Samurai Doodie, so I decided to redo that pose, or use that pose for this piece. And I illustrated this in blue pencil prior to the video, so this way I can just go through the motions and show you exactly how I illustrated and where the ideas come from. One of the challenges of There's Nail in My Toilet is coming up with different scenarios for Doodie, and Doodie is doing kind of things for the planet Uranus. And it is a, just in case for you family that are watching this video, it is a PG-13 book, actually a small age book. So coming up with a lot of different ideas and characters for Doodie is one of my challenges, making sure that it makes sense and why I needed a book. So typical samurai garb, I googled samurai, and I looked for a lot of different references, and I was trying to find something that fits, something that'll work with Doodie. And he's one of those characters that it doesn't matter what you put on him, he's gonna look good. He's like a Tom Cruise with comic books. So the samurai really worked well, and I actually used it as an alternate cover for one of the issues of There's Nail in My Toilet, which that alternate cover is no longer available because it was a limited edition and it sold out pretty quickly. So I had fun doing this samurai. And in the future segments of this show or this series, I will be illustrating Doodie in many of his forms. He takes on a cowboy. He takes on the form of a barbarian, an astronaut, a SWAT team member. It's limitless as to what he does. So as you can see, the tools that I use. I use the Stellar pencils, typical, so I can change the leads. I use blue when I want to illustrate ahead of time, because I don't like to erase much. So I use the blue pencil, and it's ideal because you do it light, you don't have to erase, and then I just go over it pretty quickly. No muss, no fuss. I also have the Stellar sharpener, which is ideal for these type of projects. And typical comic book tools that we use. One of the things when coming up with the idea for the samurai, making sure that he has all the equipment necessary. Samurai, uses a sword, that's their lifeline. Their sword, his honor. The belt has to fit a certain way. Everything is in its place. There's no mess. The sandals. The thumbs, wood thumbs, typical samurai garb. So it's a mixture of armor and cloth, natural substances, the woods, metals. and then putting it in a setting that works. In the episode, in the comic book, I believe it's issue number 2, where when he comes into this dream state, I placed him in a traditional Japanese setting, with some architecture in the background and within the forest or the jungle or the and the environment that will match that scene. I really have fun creating this character, and it's one of the most popular characters, in fact, which is why I was pretty pleased with Daphne Glade's rendition of Samurai Doodie for the trading card series. And in fact, it was that piece that inspired me to use it for the trading card, because initially she drew it as a fan. She enjoyed the book, and just as paying homage to it, she just illustrated this piece, and I put it in the first edition trade paperback of There's Needle in My Toilet, and with a little bio of who she is. And I did the same thing for several other artists, industry-known artists out there. And as I was developing the trading card game, I decided to use her piece as one of the exclusives. For every 100 packs, there's probably maybe 20, Daphne Glade exclusives. Same thing with Brian Kahn, who is a pretty talented, really talented, well-known sketch card artist in the industry. In fact, he did one of the covers for Sports Update magazine, I believe it's called, and he did a piece called Doodie Face, which is like Scarface, and it's black and white, a little bit of red, and it's beautiful. And so I added that into the series, the trading card series, and that's an exclusive. Same thing. For every 100, you only find about 20 of those Brian Kahn pieces. But you can check out, doodiesworld.com and see the gallery, the fan art, and you'll see some of the pieces I'm talking about. I also have a piece from Doodie from David Quiles. I have a piece from Melvin Logan, Keith Murphy, Hector Rodriguez. Some really talented artists in the industry, and I was pretty impressed. I was pretty happy with what they did. And it's always interesting to see someone else's rendition of their character. I have fun doing this book and the entire series. And there's a lot of spin-offs for Doodie. You can also find him in Doodie's Adventures, which is him as a child growing up in his home world on the planet Uranus. And you find out what motivated him to becoming who he is today. There's also, when There's Needle in My Toilet, the series ends, you'll have Hi, I'm Doodie from Uranus, which is his own spin-off. And then he's also cameoed in The Adventures of Cosmic Gorf. So there's a lot of things I'm doing with the character. I want to, basically exploit him as much as possible because I have so much fun with it. And as you can see, the samurai piece is coming to fruition. And it's pretty simple. Stay true to the samurai garb, and it works. There's Needle in My Toilet, first edition trade paperback in bookstores everywhere. Ask your bookstore or library to carry it today. And get your hands on the exclusive limited edition trading card series, only available at crazycomics.com.